The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Come on now, let's go!
Wait, set. Alabama. 380.
Check back, check back. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Wait, hit.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Only one way to describe. Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check out Humphrey. Jump.
Regular.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Breeze to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
Mike, 45. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Check 3. Check 3.
You're good. You're good. Like 4. Ready? Pilot, 64. Weak.
45. Mike, 45. Come on, let's go.
Ready, take it.
Now this time, Breeze will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Breeze. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Lutz's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the field goal that cuts the lead in half as they, too, are able to get some points on their initial drive of the game.
Yeah, all in all, a pretty positive response, right, to the points that were scored against them. And they got a little help from their opponent anyway. Missed the conversion, so now they're just 3 back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On play action, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. David Onyemata able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Sugar!
Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to be, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Tackles.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Wait, 20!
Mark 47. Ricky.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady, he's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And it's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Check, 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 check. Slam, slam.
Alert! 47. Hey, go 66.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready. 5-9.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now Breeze. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
Wait, set. 53.
6, right there, 56. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet.
53, stand down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
It's out time, guys, it's out time.
Regular.
56, Mike, 56. Hey, that's good, that's good.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ready? We're waiting.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm. Not today, you are. Not today.
From the 25 on second down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Ready?
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Breeze going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
11.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Breeze now on first down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 46 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Ready? 95-56.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready? 5-9.
56. Check 56. And watch that.
Now Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, go 66. Check it.
Throwing again. Brady going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Go now. 47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 53's in now.
Go 7 to Mike.
Alpha.
Shotgun now for Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Brady will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be...
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
56 to Mike.
Easy, opposite. Here we go.
Now Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On the ground, this is Kamara. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Yellow lady, yellow lady. Oh, that pump.
They run it again with Kamara. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13. Breeze now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
55-56. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go forward.
To throw, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's see what you got.
Breeze now. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. Pick the edge. Come.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes.
Shadow. All right, here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Goal 50. Easy. 56.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 81 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you. Hey, check, Mike.
To throw again. Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
47's the move. 47's the mic. Get him.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Past the 20. This is Miller, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Orbit.
47's the mic, boy. 47's
Both hands in.
Again, it's Brady.
Come on here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
7-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Kill, 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 kill. Recon, 132 fighter.
On first down, Murray. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Saints, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bucs' 9-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Breeze to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. They have the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 66. 72. Hey, 66.
Throwing again. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's 3rd and 7.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll put it in the hands of their receiver, Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Brady. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. Oh, can't get away, and Brady will go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Check, 72. Hey, ball 66.
From the gun, Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Here we go. Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's called being in the zone. So for the Saints, they move back over 5.